Hello guys, this is Iswa. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn about operators in SQL Server. In actually we have multiple operators in SQL Server like arithmetic operators, logical operators, comparison operators, and range operators and string operators. Okay, now we are going with arithmetic operators now. Actually, what is the meaning of operators? Operators are used to perform operations on two or more than two operands. Like coming to coming to arithmetical operators, here multiple arithmetic operators are we have like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and module. I, I will give you explanation of all these arithmetical operators now. Yeah. First of all, what is the meaning of operations? Operators are used to, what is the use of operators? Operators are used to perform operations on two or more than two operands, right? So we cannot operate, we cannot use operator on a single operand because there is no meaning without, there is no meaning in that. Okay, like if you want to know about 2255 plus something, here see guys, what is the use of operator? It will use, mean it is used to perform operations on two or more operands. See guys, this is one operand and this is another operand. So here we are applying arithmetic operator like addition operator. One of the arithmetic operator is it is right. So this operator I am using with two operands only here. We can use multiple. We can use these operators at multiple operands like we said before, right? It can also for more than two operands, but so I am going with another operand. So suppose you are writing queries in SQL query, in new query, and suppose you want to learn, I mean you want to know about the calculation of something, then you can use this arithmetic operator. See guys, 27 2711, you can you, you can calculate this on your mobile also, and definitely it will give the 2711 value, 2711 as a value, definitely. So how it will help us to in our real time, in our in our real time tables or anything in the database object. Now if we want to operate these arithmetical operators, we can have database objects, or we can do these operations on with only select keyword also guys. Mm, if you want to operate these arithmetical, just I want to operate this addition arithmetical operator on a table, how it will help us to see just see guys how it help us to. Yeah, I'm going to execute this query. Command completed successfully, it means object has been created. Databases, I am in the youtube database right now, and I'm going with tables. Yeah, student table has created here, and when I go table, yeah, I am going with double click table. Oh my god, it is top 200 rows guys. I'm id. I have given triple one as a id for first student, and his name is like yeah, and yeah, subject 1 marks subject 1 marks is 98 for suppose. uh, Second subject marks are 78. Third subject marks is something 67. His age is, suppose his age is 17. That's all. First row has inserted here. We can insert by writing query, or we can insert dynamically by using the by clicking tab, by clicking right, by, by giving right click on student table, and you can choose edit top 200 rows option. Yeah, if you select in this scenario, we will get definitely this page. So you can insert values dynamically, like here guys. His marks suppose 67, 90 and 80. His age is like 18. Triple three CCC. His marks are 66, 55, 44. His age is 19. Assume that guys. Yeah, three row three rows are three rows have inserted here guys. Going with the scale query, just see how many records have inserted in our table. Select star from student. When we want to execute a query, definitely we have to select that query first, and then we have to execute. After we have to execute that, right? So I'm executing this query only right now. Otherwise, we will the whole page will be executed. Double one, double two. The records has came here, and how actually we are talking about operators now. How these arithmetical operators actually u- uses in our arithmetical operators use in our on the database object. So see guys, actually select star means all columns. Here we have all columns: id, name, sub1, subject 2, subject 3 and age. But I want to add the I want to show total marks of each student also. I want to know. Then you have to write a second column. Star means all columns. You want to add one more column like total marks. So total marks means sub sub 1 subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. As actually what will happen, I will show the result of this query first, and I will show the as keyword, the use of as keyword next. Okay, select star from student. See guys, what will happen right now? Yeah, no column name here, but it adds all subjects marks, like we have written we how we have written the query here. Actually we want to add subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 marks here. So it has added all marks by adding new column, but here the no column name, it will show like it is showing like no column name. So we definitely, if you want to give a name to that column, we can write like as keyword and total. Here total is your ways. Yeah, I'm going to execute once again this query. Yeah, see guys, before we have like no column name, but we have right now this column name as a total, because we have declared a total as a column name here. Okay, And we can write this column name without as keyword also, guys. It will work on any query. See, guys, there is no difference between with using a as keyword and without using as keyword. It will automatically takes, it takes automatically this word as a column name. By default, SQL Server has designed in that scenario, in that manner. Okay, select star sub. See, guys, subject one is a one integer. Really, actually, I want to show once. So once again, this table structure how we have created. Create table student. ID is integer. Name. Why I have uh, add square brackets to the name column. I will tell you this point also, guys. When I can write name keyword also like here, guys, but name is a predefined keyword. Predefined keyword in SQL Server. I will tell you about this name where it will come in in later sessions. And when we want to use a predefined predefined keyword as our column name or table name or anything, we can add square brackets to the that name. Then it will treats as a it will treat as a column name. Subject one integer. Subject one is a integer. See, guys, subject one, subject two, subject three, all are integers here. Yes is also integer here. When actually I am using addition, it comes from arithmetical operators, right? This we can, by using this additional arithmetical operator, we can we actually we could actually we found the total of these three subjects by using this additional operator here, right? So we can use this arithmetic operator. We can we can yeah, operators are used to perform operations. Yeah, here the addition operations has done here, right? So between three operands, we can operate any operator on two, minimum two operands or more than two operands. Here we have used move three operands, right? It, these arithmetical operators or anything, any operator will use to will will use to us like this, guys. And I'm going with another query. Select star subject one subject three. Arithmetical operators like. Also, guys, we can use these operations without declaring a table. Tell me, guys, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2, right? But if you select 1 plus 1 from any table, any existed table, it will show the result uh, number of times how many records existed in this table. Yeah, actually three records are existed in student table. Before we have seen before, right? Three records are existed, so it will give definitely three times the same answer to the same answer. So we cannot use, if you want to up if you want to apply this operation on any individual numbers, you cannot use any table name. If you want to operate any operation on any table, any existed values in the any table, then definitely we have to use query like this, because subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 columns are not a real-time entities, like other numbers. How can we write here? 1 plus 1, 1 and 1 are also are integers, so we can write by using this operation. We can execute this operation like, but you cannot actually, if I want to subject 1 plus subject 2, I want to execute this query, but where the subject 1 and subject 2 are existed in the student table, definitely we have to declare student table here, otherwise we cannot get the result. Okay, see guys, student, when you wrote the student table here, these errors are has these has errors have gone, right? Otherwise, if 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 you don't want to declare a table name here, this column definitely, yeah, see guys, function fi 176 for student subject 1 plus subject 2 marks are 176, second student marks are subject 1 plus subject 2 marks, subject marks are 157. Like we can use these operators by using, yeah, coming with actually we have discussed on additional operator right now, and we want to know about subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo operators uses too. I will, yes, suppose if you want to select, if you want to know about the subtraction of two operands, we can use like 23 minus 1 121. What is the answer guys? 2. Okay, we can use this subtraction operation also in the retrieval query when when you want to execute this. And coming to the multiplication multiplication operator right now, coming, select, actually you want to know about the multiplication of 12 into 12. 12 square means 144. Yeah, 144 has given here right now. So this is multiplication operator. When you want to see guys, what will happen here? Answers has written here guys, answers have written here. Select 22 by 15. This division operator divisions the left side. This actually it will actually it divides left hand right hand operand by left hand operand. Finally it will returns the quotient value. It will returns quotient value. Also, when coming to module operator, it will execute It divides right hand operator by left hand operator, and finally returns a remainder here. See guys, 5 fours are 20, so the quotient here 4. uh, 5 fours are 20 and the remainder is 2 here. When we want to when you want to remainder, you can go with this operator. When you want to answer as a quotient value, then you can use this division operator. Suppose if you want to, yeah, coming to student table, actually what we have in select star from student what we have in student table, guys, these values. But you want to know about average of each student, then you can write a query like all columns. Instead of all columns, we can use star here. When you wrote a star in the query, then it indicates all columns. So all columns will come, and one just I want to add one more column like average. Average means what we have to do, sub 1 plus sub 2 plus subject 3 by 3. What will give this this division operator will give us quotient value, not a remainder value. So we have to use this modulo operator here only, because if you don't want to don't want to declare if you don't want to mention any column name here, then definitely it will shown in the result like no column name. Just see guys, is average marks, no column name. 81 is first student's average score. So yes, average guys. It actually in result table we can get the column name by declaring name in the query only. When if you declared a column name here, then only it will get in the result. Okay, average average marks of every student like 81, 79 and 55. You can add these marks by mobile also, you can get only this value. Okay guys, this is all for, this is all for arithmetic operators. You can know you know just you knew about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modular operator in arithmetic operators. Yeah, when you want to use any these operators, you can use by our requirement. We can use these all operators. When it comes to average, we have used here modular division operators. If you want to remainder, like if you want to find any number, if you want a number is if you want to confirm a number as a even or odd, we can use modular operator. Suppose select something number percentage 2, it definitely returns remainder as a 1. When returns any this modular operator and returns 1, it is a odd number. These all things we these all things will get in later sessions, guys. I don't want to tell about these all things right now. Yeah, subject 2, subject 3, average. By our requirement, these all arithmetical operators or anything, any operators will definitely use to us, guys. Yeah, I'm going to close this session with arithmetic operators right now. We will discuss about logical operators, comparison operators, range operators, string operators in coming sessions, guys. Thank you for thank you for watching the video, and we will connect you soon, guys. Sorry for the s- actually previously we have recorded all sessions in my MacBook, but my MacBook uh, had turned off suddenly a few weeks back. So I could actually I couldn't able to do the sessions. That's why this video has recorded s- with so gap. Okay, guys, thank you for the video. Thank you for watching.